something that don't go. Well, that being said, take two.
3, 2, 1.
We're here. Again, take two.
That have an effect.
I thought we was live.
Facts.
Apparently we weren't. Beanie Boys in the building. Me,
Sure.
Kenny Drip. We're trying to get the Queen to join the club, but she didn't want to join.
I tried. I actually made a full-on attempt, and I just couldn't find my beanie. So
And then for you, if y'all watched the episode last week, y'all know she don't want to be a part of nobody's club except hers. Try to get
that's
it.
not true.
You going with division? She didn't want to be on my squad.
That's not true.
But
Sweet.
we are here. I mean, we trying to upgrade. We got the little banner in the little right corner right now. If you don't know what it is, behind the curtain, we here. So you don't want to get into. You want to just knock it out.
I wanted to do predictions at first, but then since the Rumble start not too late after we finish, maybe we should do predictions last.
Yeah.
Do everything else. So being how we set up the way we set up, I think
So you want to go from good to bad.
no, you should start with SmackDown since you're the one who saw it and we did.
Oh, so but you still want to talk about WWE.
I watched highlights.
I mean, it's funny when I made the show order because it was your boy this week. I was looking like, damn, we actually got more WWE stuff. I know it's gonna stay like that because of how we are, but it had more WWE stuff than AEW stuff this week. So
Under the circumstances.
I mean, it's not positive stuff, but it's stuff. Well, I don't know if SmackDown's positive or not. I just know a lot of people are happy that Roman Reigns showed his emotional side in character. So chance to get into that about him and the Seth Rollins face off because I got a lot of Twitter heat.
Did you?
No, I didn't say chance. I'm saying like that's what a lot of people talk about on Twitter.
Oh. I thought you were saying you did. I was supposed to say,
They say Roman Reigns is talking for the people when he said he mad that Seth broke up the Shield. So
I wish it was so advanced that we could just hit the clip and then it'll show Roman, but we ain't that advanced. But we need some more people.
Need some more.
What up, Youngblood? Yes, happy Rumble Day.
Youngblood, it's been asked, son. It's been mad long. We ain't seen you in the comments.
And he coming here with the Tom Brady.
And then you talking about Tom Brady. This isn't talking shop. You know what I mean? But we'll address that real quick. It's mad quick. I think he's the GOAT. My man's Brett Favre. Obviously, Brett Favre isn't better than Tom Brady, but it's just my preference. I love Brett Favre. But you can't deny Tom Brady's accomplishments. I thought he was going to come back, but like we did talking shop, we're about to see a new era of quarterbacks. All these old cats is going. Cam's probably going to retire next. Roger's probably going to retire next, but we'll keep that short. I'll let Kenny say it. I'll let CL go, and then we get right back into wrestling.
If y'all don't know, because y'all don't watch Talking Shop or Boom and Bust, which y'all should, I'm a Dolphins fan. So Tom Brady been tormenting me most of my life, so good riddance. But at the same time, respect, he is one of the GOATs.
Damn. I mean, luckily, I didn't really have any interactions with him since he wasn't really within my division, being a Steelers fan myself. But,
A what fan?
You heard me. I don't think he's actually done. I think he's going to take some time off and he'll be back. He's going to get bored.
He might come back for real.
He's going to get bored.
3 years ago, he finally answering yes now. So give us some time. He'll be like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Right.
Aloha. All right, so let's get to the promo. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to see us, John, make sure you show love over there. Come over to the YouTube, do what you do. If you're on my joint, go with the CLs. If you're on Kenny's joint, go with us. Just do what you do. Twitter's is there. Twitter handles are right there. We hit. I felt like I watched the promo, but I don't know what I was doing that I wasn't really watching the promo. Like it was in the back. Oh, I think I was playing 2K. When I was
because it was Roman, so you were like,
bro, I love Roman. So don't do that.
Hey, I didn't put it in the right order because I knew you was gonna do it yourself, CL. So go ahead and say what you want. You know, Chance has talked about this a couple times with like people coming back and leaving it as a surprise. Y'all don't think they should just let Sasha come back during the Rumble? Or is that just me?
Yeah.
I know you don't like us here, but just give you as a talent. Let's look at this objectively. What do you think? Was it better for her to come back on SmackDown, or you think should wait for the Rumble?
Oh, well, you're talking to first. Go ahead.
No, I do agree. I think she should have came back during the Rumble. Because the point of the Rumble is to have that wow factor, that pop factor, that surprise factor, and having her come back the day before, I guess he's worried that people weren't going to watch. So he's like, oh, let me secure some people that are like really big Sasha fans, and let me make sure that they're watching so that they know that she's gonna like. His tactics were okay, but I just think she should have just showed up today. But I think he also doesn't want to take away from the other possible rumored entrant that is.
Hey, the whole Rumble. We said we're gonna do it at the end. How we segue there?
Well, Kenny did it.
Nah. I was letting you get off your slander because we still on SmackDown.
There will always be Sasha slander for me.
Get out the way because I know how you get. So I was gonna let Chance get the.
It will be forever.
All right, we'll get back to Royal Rumble. So let's segue back to my man's. I was playing 2K, so I kind of wasn't really paying attention, but I did hear a part that I do want to go back and look at because I didn't really. From listening while I was playing, I feel like it felt forced when he said he hated Seth. Like I like where he went with it, but I think the acting wise, I think it sounded forced. Like it wasn't natural. Watch it because I don't think he really hates Seth, but the promo, I mean, it did what it's supposed to do. Like I do want to see them fight again because they obviously have had good matches. There's always a dynamic between the two because if you have any brothers, sisters, or whatever y'all do, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know like you guys are always competitive, all that good stuff. So I think Seth and Roman have always had that competitiveness. So, they're both alpha males. So I'm definitely want to see it. I guess I'll get this part out of the way, although it is Rumble-ish predictions. This might be the first time I really don't know what's going to happen. Because I feel like the way WWE sets shit up, they always tell you what someone hasn't done so that you know that they're going to finally do it. Because they've been saying that Roman's never beat Seth in the big one.
They do that a lot, yeah.
So I feel like that's like, okay, cool. So that means he's going to win.
Or they notice after the fact, which from Raw, real quick, Damian Priest, first time he was pinned on the main roster, they didn't even realize that until after they pinned him. I was like, fucking Jesus Christ.
Right.
Yes, but then I'm kind of confused because I'm pretty sure Brock's going to beat Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Brock's coming back to lose to Bobby, so I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So then lies the fact: are they really going to do Brock Roman at WrestleMania, which is confirmed title for title, or is that going to be Roman losing to Seth so that he can actually go against Brock for the title? That's where I'm kind of conflicted. And supposedly they said another rumor. They said that even before Brock came, Seth was supposed to beat Big E anyway and take the title, which we'll get into the Big E segment later. But that's why I'm like, so is Seth really going to get a belt or what? And another rumor before you guys go again. Sorry, I've just been looking at rumors. AJ Styles said he misses SmackDown. So if that does happen, Roman and Paul are gone. They're on Raw. AJ's clear to come back to SmackDown, start a program with Seth, maybe win the Royal Rumble. Then you got that WrestleMania event. But I'm just talking. Go ahead.
So one of the things that I want to touch on real quick that you said, you just noticed about Roman's acting because
I knew it. I knew it. Yo, she never fails, dog.
I'm just saying, like, that was an issue with me this whole entire time, was his acting ability. I'm going to be nice. Ability. So.
Well, to answer your question.
That did it for you?
No, to answer your question, like, obviously, Roman is an Academy Award winner.
Mm-hmm.
But what they're asking him to do isn't much. So I haven't really struck it against them because they're just asking him to be mad and put little faces. So I'm not really expecting like Denzel Washington. But for this one, when it displayed like real emotions, like when he was like, "I hate you," I was just like,
I
okay.
think since we talk about acting, we all movie buffs. I think it's a little bit of method acting. I think the reason why this Roman character been working so much is, what all of them been doing is the same thing you tell yourself when you in the gym, you got a good pump going. Like, man, I run this shit. That's basically what this character been this whole time. So now that it's required, like, and everything else has either been like stuff with his cousins, that stuff that probably happened in real life. They grew up together. They always, he's always been a little bit bigger than the two of them. They always rode together. So that's probably not a lot of acting involved. He just being, a little bit more of him, which is what wrestling has always been. But now, now he got to go and act like he hate probably one of his best friends in the industry. It's probably a little like, okay, yeah, can't really do that. It's not where his range is meant to be. That's why I think personally, like, he don't really hate Seth. They just having a good time. I don't know how you don't hate Seth. Seth might be one of the best heels in business because that motherfucker laughed one time on the show, and I'm like, up. He could have been babyface the whole show. As soon as he laughed, that's me, because I can't stand that his fucking laugh. I can't, and it's still promo style, but that's because he's a really good heel. So, I'm surprised. Again, you touched on it earlier, Chance. I think as far as who's in the company WWE left, Seth's one of the best. He put up again. Spoiler for my prediction for the Rumble, Dominic Mysterio, Royal Rumble winner. Him and Seth Rollins had a good match, and you could show that Seth carried that because Seth could make a match with anybody. So that was a joke. Don't clip that up.
Oh man!
Exit.
I thought we got like evil kings.
Nah.
Because I'm like,
but nah. So
I don't know. I like the direction, I guess, of it. I like Seth coming out and having this interaction with Roman, and I guess building up a different storyline. But I guess maybe if I watched it, it'll be better. I don't know. It's hard to say. But like I did say before, I did watch the highlights because y'all know when I said I was done with WWE, I meant I was done with WWE, except for tonight because I will be watching the Rumble because how can you not watch the Rumble?
Like Royal Rumble and WrestleMania are pretty much watched.
WrestleMania, I've kind of. This whole night.
Royal Rumble might be running into that same problem with the running order we saw. We still haven't gotten official numbers on how long that shit gonna last. So we'll see that.
Probably started right now.
I mean, that's possible.
Stop it.
That's just. I mean, let me check my Peacock real quick because you never the pre-show on right now. Wait, I ain't gonna lie. When I was getting in the car, I think WWE was live. Yeah, they live on Instagram, so they previewing already.
And yes, Seth is giving Joker vibes. I did see his. Matter of fact, thank you for saying that because you just triggered a memory in my mind. I just saw a meme on Facebook or something earlier that showed when Mox was back in WWE as Dean, and it was him as Bane. Now you have Seth as Joker, and they said Roman is Batman at this point.
Okay, they start at 7. Official time 7. So
okay.
Official time, cool. So we got a little time.
Let's just get into predictions now. We're here.
All right, so while we're discussing our predictions, y'all know what to do. Go into the comments section, drop who y'all have for predictions, tell us what you're thinking, and
we're doing this by card.
Let's get into it.
Right? Yeah, let's start with card and then end up at the Royal Rumble.
Let me put it up. All right, so Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Miz and Maurice.
All right, before we say that, I do want to touch on what CL says since we're here now. The Royal Rumbles are always supposed to be surprises.
Right.
What you got that face for, sir?
I was like, what I say?
Like they're always supposed to be surprises. We're damn sure we know who everybody's going to be. We already know everyone is going to be the Royal Rumble pretty much.
I'm surprised they don't tell us the order at this point.
Yeah, obviously we'll probably have 1 or 2, but they've pretty much announced everyone is going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Guys, the problem is y'all keep remembering pay-per-view rules. They're premium live events now. The rules have changed.
Premium.
Because they're not selling Peacock. I keep telling y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, Peacock just dropped their numbers for the Q4. They was in the bottom. I'm not blaming WWE for that. I think a big problem with that is, that Peacock is newer than every other streaming service damn near. So they're still buying content that costs money. You're not making enough money back off the ads. So WWE isn't meant to sell you Peacock. You're supposed to already have Peacock, basically. This is your problem. You don't got Peacock. They're not trying to sell you nothing no more.
Okay.
So
All
they
right,
put
so
big matches on TV. Like,
all right, so we'll go in order. Either Kenny or CL, and then we'll end up back at you, Kenny, however you want to do it. But CL, you know.
I'm not gonna speak on this long. The Miz and Maurice. I don't know. I don't even know who's the babyface, who's the heel in this. I've been keeping up with it on Raw. I don't, again, don't watch live, but like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I like the Miz. My girlfriend really likes Maurice, so I've seen they show a couple times in the background. Edge and Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix quit NXT, and Edge don't need to be on TV too much. He doesn't like to travel too much with all his injury history. So just who you gonna big up? The people who making you money all the time, all the TV shows. I'm just gonna go with Miz and Maurice because that's what my gut tells me. Not that I actually.
So I'm actually gonna go opposite of you, and I'm gonna say Edge and Beth for the mere fact that I feel like they might have a chance of actually being on TV a little bit longer than Miz and Maurice. I think I could be wrong, or I might be imagining things. Isn't he like nominated or something? He's supposed to go into the Hall of Fame?
Oh,
Miz. I could be wrong. I could have seen something, and I could be so wrong.
yes, getting it wrong. Let's see. We are not.
Right.
It's not
right.
the Wrestle Talk. We are not one of them. Yeah.
Sorry. But either way, I don't know. I think Miz, he's in and out because, of course, he has projects to do and stuff like that. So I think he's about to go take some time off. He's done for a little bit.
All of his projects, well, maybe not all, but most of his projects are tied to WWE, though. That's the thing. Like, you get them through them. So
he could go sit. He could go stay home with his wife for a little bit.
I doubt it. They didn't do it when she had the first kid, the second kid. They ain't gonna. These dudes do not stay home.
Yeah.
He stopped when his best friend got fired. No, he gonna keep riding. I think Miz double what's called. He's just gonna do what he do. So I think they taking it. What you got, Chance?
Youngblood, I think you're right. I think the women's Royal Rumble is gonna have some pop and some good shit, but we'll get there in a minute.
He's more right about his next comment, the 50-50 booking, but that's just WWE being WWE. So
I agree with CL. I think it's gonna be Edge and Beth. Like Beth is in gyms. Like she's OD right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Beth becomes an active competitor again because the women's roster is torn to shreds. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so I ain't got much to say. I got Edge and Beth.
All right. Next we got Becky Lynch versus Dewdrop.
Is this a title match?
Yes, the belt is on the line. It's a premium live event. The belt got to be on the line.
Yeah, you can tell like they don't really care. Like, how the hell does she go through the ranks that quick?
No.
Well, Dewdrop as a character is terrible, but Piper Niven, the person she was a monster on NXT UK.
Yep.
They kept that going.
Mm-hmm.
Once they put her with Eva Marie, and then they had Eva Marie bullying her, and then Eva Marie got fired, and they just kept her on TV. This is not surprising at all, but obviously I'm right with Becky because Dewdrop as a character just don't do it for me.
Yeah, I gotta use logics on this one. I mean, realistically, real logics, I would pick Dewdrop.
I mean, if you're talking about but that's
right. But I have to go with WWE logic, and why take the belt off of Becky right now? For what reason? Nope, she retains. And if she does retain it, it may not be clean. But either way, it's going to Becky.
Brock is Brock also in the Rumble? That's okay. Brock versus Bobby.
Well, I heard that Brock was a last minute thing, but I didn't know if it was approved. But go ahead, CL.
Well, if we're getting Brock twice. All right, so I'm gonna say Bobby's gonna win the match versus him and Brock.
You say like you don't think he's gonna win the belt. Like I felt like that's what you wanted to say. But like if he wins the match, he wins the belt. So what do you? Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Honestly, no, this is so Raw is so tiring. I'm gonna go with Brock to win. Just because Bobby had that belt for a long time. He was a dominating champion. I don't see him giving it back to him yet. Brock ain't been back long enough, holding that strap long enough. I just think they're gonna let him run with it. Shit, he might do that and still win the Rumble. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going with Brock.
I got Brock.
Yeah, and Chance said, I'm not giving this Rumble no attention. Roman versus Seth. I think we all kind of said that already, but we could give a quick take. As
I said earlier, I'm torn because I don't know what they're trying to do at WrestleMania if it's title for title. Because if it's title for title, then okay, cool, Roman's winning. If it isn't, then I could see Roman losing to Rollins and then going to Raw and then doing that. Although Fox does love Roman, so that's another thing. So I don't know. I mean, my heart says Roman, but I mean I wouldn't be surprised if Seth won.
So yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like
because you stopped watching.
This is true. I probably should at least watch Raw and SmackDown this week.
I think I'm gonna go with Roman just because seeing what I see, you could make a title challenger out of anyone really, but they got Seth weaved into a lot of other stories, so I think they're gonna have to keep. They can't drag the belt into those stories that they have possibilities with Seth. So I'm gonna go with Roman winning.
I don't know because
WWE for disrespecting tag team wrestling again, by the way, because there's none on this card. It's probably gonna be on the pre-show.
Of course,
but it's just
see the thing is that this premium live experience, whatever it's called,
not event. You are right. Premium live experience.
Okay, so this kind of resets the time. So whatever previous feuds we have, this whole pay-per-view, premium live experience kind of resets everything and erases as if nothing was happening. So that's why I'm like, this could go either way. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going with Steph.
That's what we've been asking for with WWE, especially a long time. It's supposed to be like, it could go either way. We don't know. We're anticipating. But instead, it's like, they're going to fuck it up either way. We don't know which way they're going.
That's my thing. That's my thing. Because it could go bad either way. Not even that good either way. It could go bad. So I'm just gonna say Seth. What an F.
Women's Rumble. Who I want to win would be Naomi. Well, all the rumors are saying what's probably gonna happen is Ronda Rousey coming back and winning the Rumble. So, which y'all got to say about that?
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't even.
We're pretty unanimous on that one.
I don't even know how Ronda's coming back, but whatever.
We won't need no logistics. I'll tell you, Chance. Enjoy the short-term booking. Just enjoy your pops. Enjoy your 2 matches. That's it.
Listen, I don't know her as a person, so like I said before, nothing's personal. But nobody asked for this. Who was saying we need Ronda back?
I don't know who said that because was she going to squash through the 3 women network here? Yeah, it's not happening.
I have never said that. I can tell you that right now.
All right, so men's Rumble.
So supposedly they think that she's coming back. I think supposedly because that's supposed to be Vince's Bones Fox because they wanted Brock. So like, well, now you can have Ronda.
Because this is our other Brock.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Oscar return.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Oscar in a while. Now that would be a surprise. Okay, so wait, hold on, because we are discussing the Rumble, right? So let's not breeze past this too quickly. With the Women's Rumble, who do you think would be at least in the remaining 4?
I think they're gonna do a repeat of last year. So Bianca Belair and Rhea, throwing Ronda in there, and who could be a
Mickie James?
I mean, all the work they're gonna be doing for Impact. So yeah, let's go with that. The WWE stand fucking answer of Mickie James. Sick of these people.
Yeah, really? Okay. Is Bayley?
Unless Mickie James gonna break the record for most eliminations or something, they gotta give her something. Then again, Melina's also gonna be on there, and she's still working with NWA. So maybe they're gonna open that forbidden door. I can't even say these lies seriously. Yeah. So no, yeah, Mickie James maybe definitely not Melina because she's been out of WWE for 10 years, and they're not gonna respect NWA's booking. So,
I mean, isn't Trish coming back?
I don't think they was able to work that out to where it would be where it's long-term booking wise.
Yeah, no, but we're talking at least the remaining 4. We all know that.
Yeah, but I mean, the remaining 4 is supposed because look, last year's remaining 4. I don't remember the remaining 4. Last 2 both had belts last year after winning there. So if we're gonna give some significance to the Royal Rumble because it's supposed to have some.
Oh, that was a good thing. What if Bailey comes back?
I just said that.
Oh my bad.
Yeah.
I was.
Yes. I was literally Googling to check to see when she went out for her ACL tear, and that was in July. And since we're at January, this would be enough time, approximately, depending on how well she healed, to have her back. So I think for the last 4, yeah, I think we're looking at maybe Sasha, Ronda.
It don't gotta hurt you so much to say her name.
I didn't even notice it until you just said it. Okay. Sasha, Ronda, maybe Bailey, maybe Asuka. Because I think you need not to discredit Bianca. I think she's amazing. I would like to see her in the remaining 4, but you need the final 4 that will be like, oh my God, this could go either way. So
I think the Rumble match, the women's Rumble match was pretty good last year. So I think they're gonna try to feed off of that. Because again, Bianca versus Sasha was also good at WrestleMania. So I'm telling you, these people like to repeat what make the money already. So that's what that brain is telling me. To answer Youngblood real quick, Kairi Sane can't come back. Maybe Asuka, but Kairi Sane is not under contract, nor will she ever return to this side of the earth, according to her. Her words, not mine. I'm not being racist. Yeah, so
yeah, they did all that. What was it that they tried to tell us? Oh, that she was going to help pioneer NXT.
I mean, she was
over on the other
you meant
side.
when they're talking about making an NXT over there? Yeah, no, I didn't believe that for a second. No, I'm not. No, gotta have your antennas.
And we had hope. We was like, oh, okay, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, you can tell I'm so not hype.
He's just waiting for the AEW section. Let me get to this.
No,
Let me get to this men's Rumble real quick.
If Ronda's in it, she's winning. Like no one's gonna beat Ronda because
he has no hope. Everything's been drained out of his body. Look at him. He's just like, yep, they gonna.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like if Ronda's in this,
we 3 months away from Ronda versus Stephanie McMahon again. That's what you're saying, Chance.
Ronda versus Charlotte.
Well, I mean,
Charlotte did all that big.
BK's in the house.
Charlotte did all that big talk on SmackDown last night. So
yeah, I did catch that promo, but I didn't think it was.
I mean, Bailey wouldn't that be cool, but if Ronda's there, it's over.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the next one? The men's?
Yeah, let's get to
men's. The men's is.
What do you predict the match? Question. You think there's any truth to the rumor that Okada could be coming?
Come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
I was struggling to be serious, but I was making through. Don't make sure with Okada like that.
I think Okada would. Yeah, I think he would come to AEW before he came to. But I mean, you never know. Maybe that was like a bucket list thing for him.
Maybe if we were talking about a Canadian dude, or if we're talking about someone North American, someone from over here, I might be able to say, listen, them Japanese dudes don't care about WWE. They don't care. They got New Japan right in their backyard. They not worried. Like they not worried about WWE, bro. Like they kings. They sons of the strong style. That's what they worry about.
Wait a second. Ronda is the only serious competitor against Charlotte.
No, she can't wrestle.
I don't think like legit. Who can't wrestle?
Ronda. Here we go.
Oh. Okay.
You know I love Charlotte.
That's why I was a little confused for a second because I'm like, hold on.
If we book her as a badass, cool. I could see that because she was a champ. But if we're booking her as a wrestler, no, she doesn't. She's not.
That means Ronda has to come in as a face.
Oh, now I like this even less.
Because I mean.
Hey, I'm going to watch the Rumble. Y'all not going to stop. I'm going to watch the Rumble today. Y'all not doing this. Fucking Okada on the winning. Oh, I'm about to not watch this shit. Fucking hell.
Okay, no, we are going to watch this as a unit. Okay, we don't have to like it, but we're going to watch it.
Could there be a chance that Cody pop up?
Why are you doing this?
He's a troll. No, but it's funny because I was going to mention this. He's trolling.
It's in the chat.
Cody is trolling. He literally just hours
It's
ago
not even about Cody.
happened.
AJ mentioned this, and I don't know what AJ smoking, what good Georgia ish he got, but not happening.
Cody is feeding into it because
I mean, Cody is a
he
free agent.
happened to be
Wrestling. He's been wrestling without a contract, so if we talk about
right.
it's possible.
This is why I get Cody's doing it, because when I sent y'all the thing of CM Punk, obviously he does it, but he said it about Tony. Tony don't give a shit who you mention. Like, he ain't like that. Like, he knows other
Right.
words, so he doesn't care if you feed into shit, if you troll, if you talk about WWE, he doesn't care about that shit. So I like that. So I can see Cody feeding into it when he has no purpose of going. But the pop would be crazy.
Oh, wait, before we leave the women's rumble, Sonya mentioned last night that she had a surprise for the women's rumble. Who y'all think the surprise is? Because I mean, it's
She
a rumble.
said it's her.
For fuck's sake, I wasn't taking that serious. Because I like Sonya, but you can't say it's a surprise if you say it's me. Where's the surprise? The surprise should have been tomorrow. Well, today.
And it's funny because the only reason why I know this is because I watch What Culture to catch up on everything. And Simon literally mentioned that. He was like, how do you say that? Oh, hey guys, listen, I have a surprise entrance.
Yeah, I was ignoring the actual answer because I mean, again, I did watch, not all of SmackDown, but some of SmackDown.
Oh, look at you!
Okay,
you.
For the men's, because we still haven't got the predictions for the men's. Is there anybody that we think might pop up?
I mean, we got Carlito last year, and that gave us 2 episodes of Raw. I can't speak for these people. I'm like, my brain just don't work how theirs work. You got 30 spots. Well, not 30. What? How many spots wasn't announced for? About 8, maybe. We got 8 spots of people we don't regularly see, and we gonna get a whole bunch of big people from NXT or some shit. Watch.
Oh Lord. Right. That's what happened last year. That's why it was such a disappointment. And no knocks to anybody in NXT.
A lot of people are saying Moose. What y'all think about Moose? There's a lot.
I've heard that.
I can see Moose.
I could see it, but
I don't want to see Jeff Jarrett. I don't want to see.
Yo, you know what?
Hold
on, let me
get this Jeff Jarrett jump for a minute. Let me.
Nobody's asked this man to come back.
You saying that, but Jeff Jarrett is in some corners of fans a favorite.
Let me put some high hopes up there, right? Just for us all to be disappointed. So here's what would be amazing, right? And make so much sense if this was going to happen. Right?
It's not going to happen because, oh, shit. Villain killer, you're killing me.
Listen. Listen. So how many entrants is it? What, 30?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
30? All right. Okay. So number 30. Music hits, right? We're like, oh shit, I know that music.
John Cena.
No.
Peacemaker.
Somebody did say Peacemaker. But if it was The Rock and it ended up being Roman versus Rock, and then however that ended, I think that would be cool because we have all been looking forward to seeing that at some point. And because the hype died down of Rock coming back to go against Roman, this will be the perfect time to put that back out there. But I have heard Cena. I had heard people saying that he should come out as Peacemaker. I think that would be awesome. Maybe we could get a version of Cena coming out like how Mick did, and we get the different generations or a version of Cena, and then we end with him as Peacemaker.
Oh, I just thought of one. Because, thanks to Villain Killer, really. I gotta get the credit. What if Roman? See, I don't trust him to do this properly, but Roman loses his match, and then he murders the person who coming in 30th so he can win the Rumble. Because we've had people come in like, oh, I think they did in a women's Rumble, like the first or the second women's Rumble, where the person who came on 30th got injured right before they came out, and then that person actually no, that might have been a men's Rumble, but it was Nia Jax who entered the men's Rumble. That's what they did. Yeah, she was supposed to be in it, but then that was not me giving her clout. That's what it was. It was the greatest Royal Rumble. That's what it was.
Randy Orton is the one who then. Yes.
Man, grab in AEW.
I don't know how they're gonna do it, but Brock and Roman it's already stamped for WrestleMania. So I don't know how they're gonna get there.
This is WWE. The card is always subject to change. There's no such thing as penciled in, sir.
Well, as far as
it can change while it's happening. Mentally, just be like, "Hey guys, guess what? Change my mind."
That's why I said this shit winning the men's Rumble. Our truth. he hasn't been 24 champion in a while, so give him.
As far as The Rock, he ain't doing it because if you're watching him on Instagram, he got too much shit coming up. I don't think he ever coming back.
Hey, but if that
Wait a second.
we're gonna get back to that, CL. If that rap song drop, that's his new interest theme. You know what it is.
Oh my
What's
God.
No,
Rock, and he pop out. Hey, bro. Hey.
that would be dope.
I don't think I've ever not wanted to see Rock.
Hey man.
Really?
WWE, hire me, new head booker. I got you.
I would love
we
to.
had this discussion.
I would love to see The Rock come in
Fired.
and rock bottom either Seth or Roman, and then just walk away,
Yeah, that's
or both.
Yeah.
DQ finish.
Or you know what? What if now? Hear me out here.
Oh,
What
Lord.
if? What if one of the surprise entrants into the men's is Becky saying "fuck you" to Ric Flair, and it says the man biggest shit on the fucking screen, and yo, I mean,
It's not the feud that I want to see. I don't care for Ric Flair anymore. Ric Flair, Richard Fleer, go away, please.
listen, I would be.
Yo.
That might get me to watch at least Monday.
We already agreed to watch it. What do you you mean like Raw and SmackDown?
No. Baby steps. It will get me to watch Raw.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's kind of what everyone's saying in the chat, and VK always keep saying that. If anyone came from AEW, I think I would be like, wow, that'd be crazy.
I'd be like,
yeah, we talk about the Raw. Maybe if we talk about last year, but we talking about this year where Vince has been on every episode of Raw for the year so far. Yeah, okay, his hands all over this one.
has he?
Yeah, every week he got a section with Austin Theory.
Every week.
Like, no, don't miss, bro. Don't every week. I think this week. So this week on Raw, I'm gonna bring this up because this shit was hilarious to me. Vince told Austin Theory he was wrestling AJ Styles. Austin Theory made it seem like he was wrestling the devil himself. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, blah blah. Which fair point. AJ Styles is a legend. Except he's already wrestled AJ Styles this year, and the year is only a month old. So I mean, this month, which means 2 weeks ago. So why are you like what is? Again, and then they mentioned AJ Styles never lose. I think what they're finally doing is they're trying to do this thing where a young star, because they said it. We're talking about a young star, because Austin Theory not that young. Didn't beat AJ Styles, but he hung with him, which is what they should have been doing this whole time. But again, they don't use records, so I'm not surprised by all that stuff. So about time they did it for somebody, but Austin Theory of all people.
Let me tell you right now, I've never wanted to block a friend so quickly. Talking about Johnny Gargano shows up. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if that music hits, that's it for me. I'm turning it off. I am turning it off because that will be the biggest FU. Like, I can't take that type of heartbreak. I can't do it. Nope.
Back.
I would not be able to do it because I mean that would be good, but at the same time, I'd be so pissed because I envisioned him with high hopes in AEW, and we haven't seen him, but I just attribute it to the fact that, they got that like 30, 60, 90.
A genuine break, because it's not like he's not popping up anywhere. So
right, because Candice should have just had the baby or is due soon. So I would be mad.
So who's gonna win? Because we haven't said it yet.
Ooh.
If Roman beat Brock, if Brock beat Roman,
there we go.
That's my answer.
There we go. That's my answer too.
Or Big E gets a consolidation prize, but I don't see that happening because then he'd be back in the title picture, which is too soon.
First of all,
we're gonna talk about that. It's on the agenda. Wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with AJ.
Huh? Wait, what? I'll read in the comments to make sure I was caught up. What you said?
Remember I told you earlier about the whole thing? If AJ goes back to SmackDown, I could see him going against Seth. Why you acting like AJ ain't nice?
No, I love AJ, but
he was in a tag team almost not too long ago.
That's what I'm saying. So he needs something to come back.
He was on NXT out of nowhere, and I'm talking about RKO. So
you know what?
I'll go AJ. I would love to see him for forearm, but he gonna go for a forearm, and then they're gonna throw him off the top rope.
I don't like anybody over there, so AJ. But if we're doing the way that Vince has been promoting, maybe Austin Theory.
Oh my God!
No, save Austin Theory. I think Austin Theory is being built up for Money in the Bank. At least I hope so.
Money in the Bank is dead to me. These be one of my favorite pay-per-views. It's dead. It's cooked.
They killed it when they went into the WWE corporate office.
I mean, they killed it before that, but that didn't
You
help.
know, fun fact, I have still to this day have not seen that pay-per-view, and I refuse to watch it specifically because of its location.
Wait, what?
That's the Money in the Bank pay-per-view when they were at the WWE
Last year
headquarters.
on the roof where who was it?
That was what, 2 years ago? Was that last year? It's
When
a long ass
Mysterio
year.
and Aleister Black were murdered by who killed them? Who threw them
Are
off?
we going to
They
the
were murdered on TV.
Are we going to the AEW segment yet?
No, we still got
We still
gotta
got
talk about these two more things.
WWE.
We still got to talk Big E. So
Okay.
Big E may or may not hasn't been confirmed officially by WWE, but it does seem like he's back on SmackDown. And he's back on SmackDown. That means he's wobbly out of the title picture. So, yeah, let's talk. I mean, Chance already had his foot in the body. He said it was just a quarter thing. I wouldn't say it's a quarter thing. I think it was hitting the iron while it was hot. They saw how over Big E was at that time. They're like, okay, this is not our plan, but we're gonna do it because of how. So a quota was. Look at all the a quota is because if you remember at the time, all the champions was not white. So it's like, oh, let's fit another one in there. That would have been a quota. This was more like, oh, he hot, hit it while we can. He's already one of our best merch sellers in the group he in. Let's hit it. A quota would have been, look, oh, Oscar, look at it, Oscar, Roman Reigns. They were like, oh, there's something in common here. And then that would have been the quota. I don't think that's what happened with Big E because I think it was, oh, he's really over. If we don't do it now, when are we going to do it? Because obviously they don't plan. So when are we going to do it? So they did it. But yeah, I think it was a disappointment. The run, it didn't feel like a run. I mean, again, I'm not watching as much as I used to, but
I felt like
once in a while.
It was transitional.
Yeah. But a transition champion feels like it should have been shorter. He was a champion for longer than a transition champ should be, but without any of the top tier feuds, a non-transition.
They know what to do.
Obviously, we know that they don't know what to do ever. So, not surprised, but I can't be disappointed. There you go. I can't be disappointed because I had no expectations. Bam, there you go.
You know what? That's a good point because we weren't watching. So we can't be disappointed if we weren't watching, even though we still kind of were. But they did him wrong.
Yeah, disappointing is Adam Page. Big E is it happened, so I guess we'll give props for it happening.
Similar to Hangman's run.
I mean, no, that's actually accurate. I am Hangman's, except I'm actively watching that. We talked about what 2 weeks in a row now.
We got less so we can get there.
Okay, let's get to the last WWE because Chance is giving up. We already know what the answer to this is, but they cut Rick Boogs' hair, same way they cut Otis's hair, same way they always cutting hair. Maybe sometimes it might be a personal choice. We don't know, but we not getting those information.
He looks like an idiot.
But he does look pretty stupid. But I think the Rick Boogs gimmick was pretty funny. That's the thing. So for them to take a step off of it, it's like, okay, I guess every time something going good, like Otis was a good comedic character. And they're like, let's turn him into a killer.
Son, as soon as Madcap gets popping, they're gonna cut his hair.
If Madcap get popping, WWE deserves awards because this shit is not good.
On a separate note, but cutting hair, no, I'm not gonna say it because I want hopefully he'll be on the podcast, but I do not like that your man's from MLW cut his hair.
Who?
Hammerstone.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
I was like,
he just getting ready for his WWE signing. He's like, let me get. They're not gonna cut my hair. I'm gonna cut it. That's what he said.
So he reminded me. Yeah, reminded me.
If I cut my hair now.
Yeah, they're probably telling him, hey, I think you should grow your hair.
Oh, I just looked up his haircut.
Then they tell you grow your hair. So
that's not it because those blonde locks was it. I was getting Thor vibes.
He said, "Not today, Satan."
To transition over to AEW.
Yep. Since we're transitioning, let's try.
We're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay, that works for me too. Shit, we sliding on over.
I wish that it would fill the screen pause, but there you go. Well, here we are.
Villain Killer says because it's not in the running order, so let me get that out of the way. Who y'all think beat Hangman? This motherfucker. Who y'all think beats Hangman for the belt? I've said I've been pretty consistent with. I think it should be MJF. Obviously, it's not looking like that because he has to face CM Punk in a real match. But that's who I want to happen. Now it's looking more like I don't see them really. Again, we could use this to transition to our next point, which is the Adam Cole backlash. I think is going to be Adam Cole's in the picture. I think Adam Cole's the next guy.
That is a good point, real quick. That VK said, because I did put it. I did send you all the video. God and Jay White did come to Impact. That was kind of fire.
Oh, it's not y'all not still not fucking with Impact. That's Chance who be hating on Impact. I pop in every once in a while. I just can't consistently watch it. Same thing with New Japan. I watch it. I just can't consistently.
The crowd sucks.
Yeah, we know you're right. Everyone knows if you're new here, Chance hates Impact crowd. Now, see, now everybody know because they should.
Yes,
I knew you heard it before.
If you didn't know, now you know.
But yes. I'm happy to see how that goes. But getting back to Adam Page, I don't know because I thought it was going to be Bryan Danielson, but obviously he's about to be in the program with Mox. Yeah. So who's the top?
They might use that to go into New Japan because that's one of Daniel's things. He's like, "Oh, I want to wrestle New Japan guys. How else to do that besides being a New Japan strong champion?"
So who's the top heel besides MJF?
Top heel besides MJF?
Oh well.
Oh, your favorites, the Acclaimed, are up there, I guess.
No, so returning Miro.
You don't want to see that. So
returning Miro.
A returning Miro would be fire.
Book it.
Book
All
it.
right, let me just text him right now.
I was booking it
so it can get booked.
See, who do you think should take it from him?
Ooh. Oh Lord.
Young Blood trying to go back to WWE. Just to let y'all know.
What is that?
What about Ring of Honor talent showing up to the Rumble? I think everyone who's going to be in the Rumble has already been on WWE TV. I don't think you're going to bring in a guy who's never worked the WWE style and then throw him in the Rumble. I don't see them doing that. Unless they just throw him out the ring, which is, again, that was a waste of a spot. It's only 30 spots. Oh, Cody is the top heel. Cody do got heat, but Cody also doesn't believe in heels and baby faces. So,
and we'll get to Cody.
He also agreed that he never challenged for the belts again after he lost to Jericho. So,
that's true.
I mean,
I thought it was a gift.
No, wait, y'all. I know y'all probably know, but let me talk to the crowd real quick. Y'all know that which side you come out in AEW is literally if you're a face or heel. Like if you come out the left side, it's usually heel. Right side is babyface. Cody comes through the middle every week because first of all because he wants the best interest of all time. He don't believe in faces and heels. He said it several times. So he can't be the heel to take. I mean, and again, he can't challenge for the belt because he lost to Jericho. That was the agreement. He can never challenge. That's why he won the TNT belt so many times because he can't go for the AEW belt. So I mean, I guess he could have a match, but then we know who's going to win because he can't actually hold the belt. So I don't see that happening. But I'm telling you, Adam Cole is looking like because they had a lights out match, and that's the same thing that happened with lights out matches do not count towards your record. You could lose those. So let's get into that.
I don't know why everyone got pissed off about it.
Because everyone was mad that he lost. And Chance mentioned when we was talking about it that you can't stay undefeated. But technically speaking, he's still undefeated because it don't count on your record. Yeah, we got to see it. We saw him lose. We saw that the strongest hug in the world from my boy OC. It is what it is. But Cassidy is over, so I don't see why that's a real problem. So,
but if you like wrestling, you should understand what it was. He was giving OC a rub. Yeah. Pretty much. Because you can't say like, oh, he hasn't beat anybody good. He beat Cole. And then if we're doing future booking like they usually do, that you get that later on, like, oh shit, you did beat me though. I want to run that back.
But yeah, I think my MJF dream is not coming true anytime soon because Adam Cole gonna take it off Hangman and when Kenny come back. Because Kenny doesn't have an official like injury. He's just his body just, he tired. He's been beat up. But it's not like, oh, he tore his ACL or anything, his shoulder out of place. He just, he needed some rest time. So it's time for that feud, and we're gonna see which side the Young Bucks choose. We already know where Reed Dragon should be choosing. We're gonna see who else Kenny might bring in because the other Impact guys ain't coming anymore because they're staying in Impact. So that could go somewhere. I would love that. And the villain says Cody gonna get that belt sooner or later, but they're gonna have to wait for me to forget because I'm gonna bring that shit up if they like. you couldn't get it. So unless he's gonna go through a gauntlet of all the four pillars and all of Inner Circle, I don't know what they're gonna do. He
was just a stipulation with Jericho.
Huh? I think it was ever again. I'm pretty sure it was ever again.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I think I would like to see Miro though take the belt off of Hangman.
That'd be nice.
And really,
I would like to see that.
I want to see an ass whooping.
Right. Like I want it to be like no disqualifications, like just a brute match. Just I would love to see that.
And then Adam disappears. Adam disappears and comes back as a heel.
Yeah, trying to get back his title.
Because that face ain't working. Face is
Maybe,
not his
maybe,
thing.
maybe yeah, maybe he just has to go back to heel or switch to heel and try it that way. But according to Cody, none of that exists. So
Well,
we'll
I
see.
mean, he could say that all he want, but when he was still an executive and he was help book, they definitely had heels and baby faces. Just he didn't have one. It was just not for him. So on that note, we talking about
Cody.
Cody a lot. Let's talk about people calling this Cody versus Sammy match the best match in AEW.
It might be the best ladder match of all time.
It might be best ladder match, but people are calling this the best AEW match we've had. I can't give it to that. I'm not sure who I would actually give it to, but we've had a lot of fire matches. I don't see this being.
That shit was crazy.
Listen,
It was good. Oh, it was definitely fire. Probably the best ladder match I've seen since the Hardys versus the Brood the first time.
you know what? I was actually about to say that as singles competitors, they just gave the Hardys a run for their money. Like they can't come back together now. You know what? I can't say that they can't. I can't say that they can't because we don't know. We don't know that
The
what
Hardys?
happens. Yeah, we don't know what will happen if they link back together. They might get a little twin magic thing happening, and their powers might unite, and they'll get strong again. And Matt will stop moving like a robot, and he'll get a little bit more limber.
Look, I love the Hardys. I love Jeff. Jeff the Enigma could be all elite. I love all that. I keep telling you, we get too much Matt Hardy on our TV as it is. He was just on Rampage. We get enough. It's too much. No more. I don't need more.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it too. But of course, I love HBK, but HBK and Razor Ramon didn't have the spots that Sammy and Cody had.
That's considered a great because it was the first. It's the first. So again, I wasn't watching at the time, so that's something I got to go back and watch and see. And yeah,
No,
good.
I don't want the Hardys back together in AEW. Like, I don't want them. Let's put it like this. I want them in a way of it being their send off. Like that's what we're going to. I don't need to see them every week. I don't need to see them doing anything. They could just stay behind scenes and they could help really elevate, especially because we do have Christian Cage there, who was one half at least of one of the greatest tag teams. So I think the three of them together could really help elevate their tag teams division even more than what it is already. So
here's what I mean.
No, they don't have to be.
It's the best in the world. Here's my take. I don't have to shit on Matt Hardy again. I love you, Matt. Long term wise, but your time is pretty much up. Let me get my Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin match, and then the Hardys could go home to Carolina. As far as I'm concerned,
I feel the same way. So with Matt Hardy, I don't know what they're doing, Andrade. I don't know if they're waiting for fucking Bandito and.
Well, Andrade is starting a feud with Darby Allin. So
no, I'm just like, I think we talk about it and we said, everyone's doing what they're supposed to do. I think Andrade's run has been kind of what the hell is happening.
Yeah, it's not looking great.
I don't know if plans change because of people getting hurt or whatever, but what are they doing with my man?
Yeah, not their best work. I'm not gonna lie, but they can't be perfect. And we're not, AEW shields. We don't come here. They're not paying us, and we don't come out here and say they're doing everything great. We talk about Hangman's run not being good, and that's just another thing that they didn't do.
Well, hold on. Let's not limit ourselves. If they would like to pay us,
gladly. We do that behind the scenes. But right now, we telling people we're not getting paid. As soon as we start getting paid, we just won't mention this part. We just keep talking about AEW, and they won't realize the difference because they think we talk about AEW anyway. So
we'll shove it down y'all throats.
Now, talking about something that AEW is doing well but can make it work is a Wardlow for his turn, because Wardlow versus MJF gonna happen, and MJF is not gonna be the motherfucker out of those two to turn face. And he shouldn't be, because I said he should be face at some point. Y'all both said no, he should be heel forever, like Randy Orton. To each its own, whatever.
Have we seen
how would a Wardlow face turn work though? Because you can't just turn MJF and then just stay a baby face. You gotta have people lined up.
I'm about to say, have we seen Wardlow versus Miro?
Not that I could recall.
Those are two.
No, we saw Wardlow versus Hager. We saw Wardlow. I don't think we've seen that.
Those are two killers. So if we get a dominant champion Miro versus Wardlow,
Look, I had to confirm. I was like, have we seen them?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
we have not.
I would like to see that.
Well, not one-on-one. Yeah. We've seen them stand in the middle of the ring. Hold on, because I am watching a clip
I remember a stare down,
from yeah.
not a match.
Okay, wait. Yeah, this was like okay. It wasn't like a match per se. This was
Was that one of the
just
battle royales?
throwing blows. Yeah, it was December 2nd of 2020. So, right. Yep. So we did see a little something, but nothing too big. Yeah, now I'm
Wardlow
seeing
versus Brody
clips.
King. Villain killer, you on to something. Besides, well, your previous comment, you're incorrect. You could pay me this. You could pay me to say WWE good if you want to pay me. We talking about pay, but Wardlow versus Brody King would be fine. Oh, not Brian Cage.
No, not Brian
no,
Cage.
please no.
Y'all really don't like Brian Cage.
He's stiff.
He's too stiff.
He's stiff.
Well, Brian Cage may not resign.
That's good.
Oh, I see him on. Oh, bam! Royal Rumble entrant. Bam! There you go.
Yeah.
What?
I
You just
mean,
told us not to look at you. See, we said something. He's like, oh, y'all don't like it. Now I said something, and look at you. Look at you. Look, see,
That's a
because
Vince,
I don't want him there.
that's a Vince guy.
you seem like you don't want him anywhere then, because
No, I would take him at AEW, but that's it. I don't want to see him over.
lower mid card. I mean, that's where he at. If we being honest,
I mean,
that's being generous.
sure, that's fine, sure, but he's building his way up in the ranks.
Wardlow versus Powerhouse Hobbs. There you go.
I don't like Powerhouse. I don't like Hobbs yet.
No.
I feel like he kind of.
Really? Ugh.
Again, sometimes you gotta accept the dude is what he is. He's not gonna be a big dude who could do all the things like a Brody King can, like an Archer can, a lot of times, like a Miro can. No, he's strictly a power move guy, and that's okay with me. Break a dude in half. That's cool with me.
As long as it's every now and then. I don't need to see every big guy that's stiff and always going against each other, because then that's annoying. But I'll take, like every now and then. Oh my gosh.
On to our next joint. We had a very nice, very evil debut on AEW, Mr. Danhausen. A lot of people were speculating that he might be joining the House of Black. I got that thing on me. So Brody King and Malachi can't be the house of anything if it's just the two of them. I mean, they could be, but people are saying maybe it needs, this is the place where all the stables are anyway. Maybe they need one more person. People thinking, oh, why can't it be Danhausen? Because, I mean, Danhausen debuted, like I said, by the way, check the clip. Check last. I said he was coming. Check it. Danhausen, he got. I mean, again, if you like the funny character, which I like comedic wrestling. That's why I like Kenny Omega so much. It's not just about what he can do. It's the comedic chops that you could do.
Right.
That's what Danhausen brings to every promotion he's ever been in. He makes you want to watch him. He's hilarious. So I don't think he's going to join the Dark Order, like I said before. I was saying that mostly as a joke. So can you see him with a House of Black, or do you see a House of Black adding somebody else potentially?
Somebody else.
Yeah, somebody else. I see him just floating around, maybe messing with everybody's factions kind of thing, and interfering in some sort of way, being like a kind of Lone Ranger.
Because if we look like aesthetically, it'd have to be your biggest, easiest guess would be Darby Allin, but that's looks wise. But when you talk about character wise, that doesn't fit.
Right. I mean, plus I feel like he was long overdue to come over to AEW anyway, because for the longest I thought he was in AEW till I realized that he had never actually signed with them. So
I can see him go. I can see him go with Sting and Darby.
Who, Danhausen?
Yeah.
I don't know. Danhausen is not.
Y'all got the same face paint.
Okay, that's one way to look at it. But also, again, one's a comedy character. Sting and Darby are like quiet.
Yeah.
I'm here. I don't fuck with anybody else but that guy. That's it. Or at least seemingly.
I don't see that being a thing. If anything, just I don't know. Who wins the AEW titles first? Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, or Miro?
All right, before y'all answer that, this is the beauty of live. I gotta go to the bathroom, so hold it down.
Orange Cassidy. He over, but I don't see him being holding that AEW title. Darby Allin and Miro. I think the pillars are here for a long time. That's the thing about young cats. So I definitely think Darby Allin, short of some crazy shit happening, Darby Allin's gonna hold the belt. But before Miro's again, depending on when he come back, might be our next belt holder. So I really can't go against that. So I'm gonna go with Miro for now, but my answer may change depending on how the booking go, because that's what wrestling is. I was gonna say this company, but WWE, even though they have their problems, they've been good at that too, where switching directions. Like, oh, you really thought we were going this way, but you got not always to my benefit, but they've always been able to do it.
That's a kind way of saying it.
Able to do it to my benefit at all times. I said it.
That was a very nice way of saying it. I don't know. I kind of think that it should be Darby Allin, just keeping with the theme of it being the four pillars. But I also wouldn't mind it being Miro. So
Miro.
Yeah, well, I already knew Chance's thoughts on it. That's why he could go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
He already said this.
Yeah, he is like, oh, got my answer. No.
So answer Villain Killer's next question: thoughts on the tag division and Jungle Express's reign. So tag division.
I think it's a little lackluster.
I think this run hasn't been going. It's what, a week and a half or 2 weeks. So
Yeah,
it's not. I still want to give him a chance, but you're right. It's not great. But it's still.
I don't like the dinosaur.
You keep saying this. I don't know what you got. What's your problem with Luchasaurus?
For real. And then you call him the dinosaur. He is Luchasaurus.
He just ain't doing it for me. I'd rather see Jungle Boy just start the single run.
I can understand that. I mean, Marco Stunt is contract expiring, and he hasn't been on TV lately.
Yeah.
So Lucha Express is literally just them two now.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think the reign's been lackluster, like Chance said. It's got a lot of work to do, but we got so many good tag teams. You tell the right story, it could work. Like, see, Villain Killer understand. Luchasaurus is fire.
Right, Luchasaurus
So they again, same thing I said about Hangman in the beginning. Even though we have now all said basically we've given up on Hangman. Basically, that's what it seems like. But at the beginning of the run, when we didn't like it, what did I say? I said put him with the right people. It could work. They haven't done that for Adam Page, but it's a lot. I think it's a lot easier to do it with Jungle Express. So.
Yeah, Youngblood also said, just going back to it, that he believes that Miro should be first at least, and then
Orange Cassidy needs a TNT title run. I can see it. I can see Orange Cassidy being a TNT champion, being on.
The belt got to be orange.
That
would be fire.
He's never gonna wear the belt. He's too lazy to carry it.
That's true. Hey, he got somebody else carry it.
Yeah, one of the best.
But it does have to be orange.
You know who I want to be the tag? I think I want the Ass Club.
Wait, for what?
What?
To be the tag team champs right now.
All right.
Oh.
And on that note, the Young Bucks will just take it right back off them because I would not see that.
I like Billy Gunn and his crew.
I do too, but I don't know right now as far as the titles. I don't think so. I think we could wait a little bit on that.
Who's in the title picture right now that's fire?
For what? What are we talking about?
The tag teams.
FTR is always in the title picture because they're FTR.
Okay, that's an obvious
one. Private Party are there now because of Rampage. You don't like their claim, so there's no point in me mentioning them.
No.
You should still mention them.
Well, he know they exist.
I just want to mention them just because of the fact that he doesn't like them.
Boom. I got it right here. House of Black.
They got to build that win-loss, but Redragon did specifically tell Young Bucks they're gonna let the Young Bucks get in the way. But I think they're gonna use that to build a feud instead of actually getting the belts. I think they're gonna build a feud like talking about getting the belts, but they're gonna get each other's way so they won't actually get the belts. But I do think Redragon is up there. Bobby Fish ain't got too many years left in him. He can't. He is a striking tactician, but he's 44. Can't wrestle forever.
Not 44.
44.
Yeah, I don't know. That could. But even then, so they do have a really stacked tag team division.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing about AEW's tag team division is, for the most part, if we separate the tag teams and look at them as individual competitors, They're still pretty good by themselves.
Bless Catherine the Great.
With the foolishness. There you go. Anyway, wow, it's funny. The Great. Anyways,
Oh my god.
Ricky Starks and Hobbs, they're not officially attacked. Ethan Page and Scorpio. I swear to God, if Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky get the belts, I might turn off AEW TV for a week.
Hi, Daryl.
I just don't want to see it. What up, Daryl?
Really?
I don't like him.
Right, because
I
you
don't like him being with
No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like him either.
Everything about it is just first. Like one of the biggest things about their stick was all these other little guys. They're two of the smallest people in the company. Like, what?
They are just vertically challenged. Okay.
Hey, I ain't tall. I don't got a problem with short people. Don't be talking about all these short people when you short.
We don't want them. We don't want them.
Yeah,
I cannot.
And look, a lot of people like, oh, Scorpio Sky not getting his shine. Blah blah blah. He was part of the first tag team to have the belt.
Sure was. Sure was.
AEW didn't have the luster it does now, but
Santana and Ortiz.
That'd be fine.
Oh, there you go. Take it.
I can fuck with that.
They can have it.
I can fuck with that. I think they're gonna need to see the problem with them is their feud versus FTR got in the way. Because now they're feuding with fucking Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. So
yeah, Santana.
As far as whose title run, the Santana and hold on. Oh yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, we need to get them some respect.
Santana Ortiz got they got downplayed when they joined the Inner Circle.
Fact show.
Yeah, that wasn't to their benefit. Well, I mean, maybe at first it was, but it didn't stay like that because the Inner Circle.
It was cool, and then they were just goons.
Yeah, we did our predictions.
It's funny, but I don't think they should be tag champs.
You could drop your predictions down low, Daryl. We definitely did our predictions, and then I'll see if any of yours line up with ours. Yo, it's been wild though this week in wrestling. So okay, let me ask y'all a question, right? Because now we pretty much covered everything we saw in AEW and WWE. So, just for shits and giggles purposes.
Oh no, we're not talking
about this.
No, your man's put 2.0. We ain't talking about that.
Oh. I thought you meant for me. I'm like, I don't discuss them anymore. So as far as what's her name? Summer Rae. Oh shit, I forgot about Lacey Evans. Guys, she might come back tonight.
Summer Rae. Did I miss some news?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
So Danielle.
This blind reaction.
Okay. So long story short, she referred to herself as a legend.
Summer Rae. What?
Yes. Yep. And I just want you to let that settle in.
So Fandango is a legend too.
Why you gotta get drug in there?
Because he don't without Fandango, Summer Rae is irrelevant.
Is she?
She barely relevant.
Wait. Oh, she's in the Royal Rumble.
She's like officially in it?
Hold on. Is she?
Oh no.
Allegedly, she's in the Royal Rumble.
They once wasted a woman's Royal Rumble spot with my dog, Santino Marella. So I love Santino, but they didn't need to do that, and they did it anyway. So.
Oh man. Yeah, she's in the Royal Rumble.
On that note, I'm gonna go gamble my life away because this is foolishness.
Oh, it was WWE that called her a legend. They announced her as WWE legend Summer Rae.
I mean, technically speaking, by WWE's own definition, a legend is someone who worked there. Just like we are part of the WWE universe, even though they also separate that from the NXT universe, we are part of that universe simply by consuming the content, which we barely even do. So, yeah, they could use words the way they want to use them because that's what they do. But that don't make...
Look, it's funny because everyone's a legend, but this isn't wrestling.
I mean, and on Raw this week, see, you don't watch Raw CLC. You gotta catch.
This
See,
is
I
true.
know you catch up with the way I used to catch up. But you gotta some things you gotta see for yourself. And Vince said when Austin Theory asked, why don't you fix the Rumble? Fix it, max fitching. And Vince's answer was, I would never do that. This is wrestling. It's all fixed. Number one. Number two, didn't you once come out at a Rumble because it didn't end the way it was supposed to? Like this, you saying this. Like, I know the clips going around the internet right now because everybody talking about 2005 Royal Rumble all over again. So you would never fix a Royal Rumble specifically. I mean, wrestling is all fixed. It's wrestling. But for you to say that too, I mean,
Yo, I freaking can't.
I don't know.
Yeah, Daryl, we did say that we think Moose could pop up. We can see that.
The surprises? Well, I guess if y'all didn't know that Summer Rae was in
I'm
this,
surprised. And I'm be surprised when I see her later on today.
I'm like, well, I won't tell you another surprise, but
you know what? Blind,
I'm not.
y'all gonna
Well,
see
I'm
me
not.
next. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Gonna see me next week. I'm about to act the ass. They don't act right. I'm telling y'all right now.
I would love to be pleasantly surprised with the Royal Rumble and have a good time, but
He said pleasantly surprised. Ain't nobody say pleasantly. Ain't nobody say pleasantly. We said surprise. Ain't nobody say nothing about no pleasant.
But it's not gonna happen. If I see
No.
Ronda, I'm leaving.
You gonna leave?
I mean, I'll be out. I'm watching that shit on my iPad.
I'm watching my laptop, but once she comes on, I'm turning on 2K.
I'm dead.
But you know what's gonna happen. Just accept it.
Imagine if Ronda come out at number 30.
No, imagine she come out at number 1 and just start.
If she come out number 1 and wins,
I'll be pissed.
We'll never talk about this again.
Yo, for real. If now I was just giving you shit for like turning off, but if she comes out at number 1 and by the third opponent, if she just starts throwing them out, I'm done. I'm turning off.
Ronda Rousey confirmed as the number 2 entrant right here on Behind the Curtain. Y'all just did it. Vince watch. I'm telling y'all, they watch all this shit. They got people watching one on every one of these that exist. I'm like, which one of these ideas that's a steal? This the one. Ronda Rousey is not gonna be number 2. Y'all just did it.
Oh my god.
I've done this before, by the way. Y'all we've literally been on this show. Said the worst idea we could think of. And
that's true.
The worst one. We could give 10 scenarios. It's never the 8th worst, the 7th worst, never the best. It's always the worst one. So she coming out either number 1 or number 2 or number 30. Bam. That's how she gonna win the Rumble. There you go.
They don't even have to do it like that.
But they will.
You know what? We haven't even discussed that Charlotte is in the Rumble. And they want her to do it, so she
had to be in the Rumble because she had no opponents to face in a regular match. So,
but that's what I'm saying. So they want her to pick her opponent. What if she wins?
See, the thing about it is, like, theoretically, like when Brock did it, theoretically that'd be like, oh yeah, I'm the baddest around. I'm gonna get in the Rumble. I'm gonna win and I'll make sure I don't have no challenges. But also, this is wrestling. What are you gonna do if you have no opponents? That doesn't make sense logistically speaking. Like, I'm gonna knock out all my opponents, what they've been doing on TV anyway. So what? Now we're gonna have somebody. The only way you're gonna be eligible to be a contender was, oh, I wasn't in the Rumble. That's gonna be the story they tell after that. Like, oh, I didn't lose in the Royal Rumble.
But wasn't
to get in it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Charlotte wins, right? She says, "I'm so badass, I don't want to face nobody," and then that's when Ronda comes on Monday or Thursday, whatever, Friday.
I mean,
damn,
that's a good idea. But they definitely not taking that one because, like I said, they never take the best idea. They take the worst one. Villain could have talked about Naomi. See, think about Naomi, like Kofi for a long time. They're gonna give her that spot where she has those. Oh, she almost touched the floor and she doesn't, and so she's always gonna be in the Rumble a long time. So that's gonna happen. But I don't see her winning the Rumble. I would like her to. But I don't see her winning it. I don't see her coming at number 1 and winning for sure. No, they've been shitting on her all
Vince don't give no shits about Naomi.
Yeah, he don't.
Sure don't.
I still even say former SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi whenever they mention her. They.
So, well, remember, she was just an Uso's wife at one point. But now one thing that Villain said or asked was, how long does Mickie James last in a Rumble? Now, this is something that I've been thinking about since I found out that she was going to be in a Rumble, which we know it's going to go one or two ways. either we're gonna show, or it's gonna show that Vince only had her there, obviously, just for using her. You know, like, guess what? You're gonna maybe make it down the ramp. Yep. Maybe she'll make it down the ramp. Maybe she'll even make it into the ring. Maybe. Maybe she'll last all the way until we get to the final 5. But I don't see her lasting for too long. But it's one of those extremes. Either they'll have her last for so long just to keep saying her name and building that out there just for the fact that, you know, they're like, ooh, we're sorry, we messed up with you. This is us trying to make amends. Or it's going to go just how the way that, like, oh, we just had you out here.
Yo, that's such
Right.
dickheads. I could see that eliminate her in 5 seconds.
Right. I can see that. That's why I'm like, if not, maybe 5 minutes, right? Just for them to say, hey, listen, we opened that door, and that's it. Now you can't say that we ain't never opened it before. We opened it.
Cody also said he admitted the forbidden door, and now we're back to Cody being in the Rumble. Bam, look at that.
I'll tell you one thing. If you send me trash bags and you eliminate me in 5 seconds, your Royal Rumble ain't going the way it's supposed to go.
Oh, we damn show coming back and showing out.
I'm fucking everyone.
Facts. I'm messing up the whole script. I don't care. If I gotta shoot a bitch,
it's gonna look real Montreal screw job in here.
What? Everybody getting shot. Start with Rhonda. She getting shot. She ain't even gonna make it out.
I'm surprised we didn't get Sasha the first bullet.
Well,
nah, because I wouldn't expect for her to make it that far to Rumble anyway. So let me know.
I love Sasha.
We don't have that. I mean, we can have this discussion again, but not today.
Sasha is easy. I don't have to physically hurt her. I just gotta take her wig because Vince ain't gonna let her come out without that wig. So taking her wig, then what she gonna do? She ain't gonna come out. Then what she? I'm saying though, he's very big on images and brands and stuff. Listen, that Smurf wig ain't making out the nope. It's not making it past that curtain.
Coming out with the struggle braids under the wig.
Listen, she not. That's it. She's staying in the back.
Vince don't know what's under that wig. He don't know what's under there. The last time he saw under that wig was when she had another wig under it.
No, I'll ask you off here because I don't. Not because I don't know if it's disrespectful. I'll ask you off here.
Oh man, I think we hit all our points today.
Yeah, after that, I think we're done.
It's been a cool 80 minutes.
I love everyone that showed up today. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
You know how we work.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get
3, 2, 1.